Hi everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to My Way Tarot. This is going to be a general energy reading for the sign of Taurus for August 2021. This can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. Excuse the poor shuffling as always. I'm just currently shuffling with the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck today. So we'll be using this deck predominantly and the Soul Journey Oracle cards later on for advice or a bit of guidance for you. This reading can resonate with your Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus sign. I wasn't sure if I had already said this. I will be doing bonus readings for the top 3 signs for the most interaction or view times or watch time, whatever you want to call it here on YouTube. And I'll be doing separate love readings as well for all zodiac signs, and then top 3 bonus readings for them as well. So watch this space for those. Okay, so I will cut up the deck and we'll get straight into the reading. So angels of love and light, can you please give us clear, concise messages for Taurus, please, for August 2021? What general messages can you get for Taurus, please? Oh, okay, straight out. So we have the 3 of Pentacles. So I'm really getting the sense that you're building something brand new, or there's going to be a lot of collaboration around you, getting a sense of stability, foundation, but we'll carry on pulling the cards and see what's coming through for you. Okay, wow. The Tower, interesting. Yeah, the 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 6 of Wands. Wow, this is interesting. Let's go through this. Ace of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, okay. So we have the 5 of Swords. Okay, 10 of Swords, the Emperor, interesting. We have the Sun, wow. 9 of Swords, we have the Knight of Wands, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the Hierophant, we have the 2 of Wands, and last but not least, the 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Okay, so all the cards are upright purely for this part of the reading for visual reasons, but obviously later on when I go to clarify, I mix up the deck a bit more so we can include reversals, but these can be interpreted as reversal as well, depending on the surrounding cards. Okay, so bottom of the deck, we have the 2 of Swords, of what we don't see. So what I'm really getting the sense that there's been some sort of difficult decision that you're having to make in your life to gain balance and harmony in relation to how to move yourself forward, maybe after a particularly difficult time in your life. I'm getting the sense that you're trying to figure out how to move on forward. You may have been on the fence to do with a particular decision. Could be to do with love here, with the lovers as Gemini energy, or even just a partnerships of sorts. Maybe you've been contemplating on working to do with a particular connection or a work connection or a partnership of sorts, but you may be feeling like it could be time to move on after a difficult time, and you're getting this clarity that you're needing to move on. Albeit slowly, potentially to go towards a new love situation or a fresher partnership, I'm getting, or you're making a particular decision. Like you may have been stuck in decision, but then you'll eventually be able to make your decision. You know, with judgment energy, which is here, which is fire, like Sagittarian energy. So you could have this in your chart, or somebody that you're thinking of or you're dealing with, maybe having these in their chart. But I'm getting this sense of you're having to reflect on, is it worthwhile, like persevering in a particular connection or relationship of sorts? Like you're making this choice, like you've had this indecision and you'll be making the choice. Like it's so ironic how they're both like next to each other. Like this is someone who's stuck, unsure, like indecision, at a stalemate, and then this is someone who's able to make a choice, potentially to do with love, but it's a sense of making a choice of how do I heal, I've been wounded in a particular way, do I keep persevering in a particular connection or a situation, or do I kind of let bygones be bygones and leave a situation? Maybe it'd be calmer, maybe it'd be better for me if I was to actually move on. And you're gaining this particular clarity, like you've made this final decision that you're going to progress forward. and that in turn may lead to brighter prospects for you here with the Star, because you followed your intuition, and then eventually things will move on forward for you because you've had the courage to make a particular decision. Could be to do with a legal contract, could be to do with work, or a home situation, stability. You've made a decision after a period of contemplating, and justice, and I've got justice coming through. Justice is coming through for you, but you're getting a sense of destiny of moving forward in relation to that situation. Wow, okay, so there's a lot there. You will eventually have the celebrations once you've made a decision. Could be to do with a third party, but doesn't necessarily have to be. So the major signs we're getting here on the table are Aries and Scorpio here with the Tower. We've got Aries here with the Emperor, we've got Leo with the Sun, and Taurus with the Hierophant, which is your energy over here. So we've got Earth, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius with the air signs, and also we've got water with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You can have any of these signs in your chart, or whoever it is you're dealing with could have those on their chart, etc. Okay. So I'm really getting this strong sense that your ultimate focus right now is your stability, is making sure that you're making this particular commitment to yourself, like you're bossing up, taking control of your life to allow yourself to get to your certain goals that you have, because you know that it's going to allow you to feel so much, you know, happiness and joy in relation to achieving these particular goals. There may have been a period of time where a foundation may have come crashing down, as it were, and this could have been incredibly heartbreaking. There may have been a betrayal to do with a work situation or a family or home environment. This particular breakdown in a foundation of sorts was absolutely necessary. Like, we're getting this kind of destruction to get enlightenment. I'm getting a destruction of a certain thing had to happen so that you could rebuild yourself to kind of re-establish what it is that is going to make you happy, or is going to allow you to have to go after the dreams and fulfillment that you're after. This could have been a betrayal of sorts in a difficult situation with the Ten of Swords here. Potentially you may have felt like this, whatever fell apart, you know, it's like the Ten of Swords up here is to do with like a culmination of different little things happening in your life that add up to eventually getting to the inevitable failure of something, or difficult time of something, or ending of a difficult time. And then it's like these certain things have happened, and this could have been a massive shock to you that this all kind of happened in at once. Like the last sword kind of went in the back when this Tower moment hit in, I'm getting. And this in turn, this was not something that was wanted, obviously, but it was something that was necessary for some negativity to be cleared through, like cleared away, so that positivity could be coming in. You know, regardless of what this was, is like allowing you to rebuild yourself up again to be able to move on forward. You may have gone through a major poverty, like major loss, I'm getting, or feel like you're not necessarily in the best financial stable of places. But what this was encouraging for you to do is take responsibility for yourself in a particular manner to kind of rebuild structure in your life after something that may have fallen down. It was to kind of help level you up, I'm getting, you know, to boss you up, you know, so that you could necessarily see how strong you genuinely were in relation to a particular situation. Like, you're working hard on yourself, you're recognizing your self-worth, and you're changing set beliefs about yourself that you may have had for a really long time. And this in turn is allowing you to make plans to go after your dreams and be happier in yourself. Maybe you're healing your inner child after a particularly difficult time. You will have victory and success. You're getting this recognition that even though you've had this negative situation kind of happen in your life, you know, I'm getting disaster, like something's been ruined, this upheaval, as it were. It seems like one thing on top of another thing on top of another thing, and it's like you've really persevered, like you've hang on in there, like you've been I mean, there's the kind of connotation of like this bull, because obviously you've got Taurus energy, like you've been stubborn, like you've really kind of put your feet in the ground, and you kind of really worked on yourself, and you know, made sure that you will get to where you want to be regardless of what's happened on in your life. Like you are seeing this self-worth, and you're kind of having this recognition, like you're focusing on your finances for definite. There may have been lies or in deceit to do with a financial home situation. Maybe somebody lied about a particular job prospect I'm getting, or even a new venture that you wanted to go towards. And this could have been very heartbreaking. I'm getting also with the Five of Swords energy, like somebody was very sneaky, or somebody tried to cause conflict in your life to do with maybe holding yourself back, holding you back, or wanting to hold you back so that you couldn't have a new financial beginning or make a new investment or something. I'm getting someone that would try to win at all costs to do with maybe even a promotion. I'm getting somebody who thought you could trust, somebody who you thought that was on your side, as it were. And maybe you're gaining this particular clarity that somebody may have lied to you, like something's being shone out of the dark. Maybe it could have even been an authority figure, or a boss may have said, look, I've shown you your worth, I'd like to give you the raise, I would like to be able to move you on forward, and so that you can go after what it is that you want, blah blah blah, and said all this kind of pretty words. I'm getting said these kind of pretty words to you, and you kind of really took that on board and thought, brilliant, okay, I'm going to be able to feel so much happier in myself, feel more confident, I'm going to have a new start, I'm going to move on the way that I want to. And then necessarily it may not happen that particular way, where you thought that you were going to have this success. You've then ended up carrying burdens instead, and extra responsibilities and stress, and being up at night because this turmoil to do with how somebody may have treated you, and you're having to heal from that particular situation, which has been incredibly difficult because you've gained this particular clarity. And it's like now trying to build the confidence back up in yourself again, so you can move forward in relation to do with a new venture of sorts, or go after the new job, or ask for a raise, or kind of get that security back in your life again. I'm really getting that strongly, like really feeling work vibe here. Work or even family home situation, but I'm getting work really strongly. I'm getting a sense that you've had set some sort of beliefs that maybe I'm meant to carry these extra burdens, or maybe I'm meant to, I'm not meant to move as fast as I would like to, I'm not be able to move on forward, maybe I have to do it like slowly because other people may be telling you certain information, and you'd be like, okay, well, it takes a while to get to where you want to, and you're not necessarily you have to kind of go through the gears, as it were, and you've just kind of had enough of it, like of what other people are telling you. It's like, oh well, I don't necessarily care so much about what everyone's telling me to do. I want to be able to make plans for myself and move on forward how I best see fit for myself. Like, you've persevered long enough. I mean, on the bottom of the deck, I think what we didn't see was the nine of wands. Yeah, if I go pick up the cards, here we go, the Nine of Wands, like having a particular choice that you're leaving a situation. Maybe you've been indecisive about leaving a partnership, a work partnership, or a job of such, and you've kind of, you were confident and happy about doing this particular job or situation, and now realizing that actually made the final decision, I'm gonna leave and rebuild on my stability again and work on a new partnership, because you're healing yourself, following your intuition with the Eight of Wands, moving forward and how you best see fit, gaining confidence in yourself again. Wow, I didn't realize that. Wow, you will be able to celebrate again, you will be able to move on forward. Like, this is absolutely for definite. Like, you will be able to go after your dreams, but there may have been people wanting you to conform in a particular way about your set beliefs in relation to work or how you move on yourself forward. And it's like there's been a foundation of sorts which has, you know, been broken, and you're getting that, you're trying to refix it, you're trying to revamp. I'm getting you eventually will be able to kind of look at brighter pastures and have blessings come into your life. You will be able to expand, you know, and move yourself forward, and people will want to be able to collaborate with you. You're going to find new people, I'm getting, that who are going to want to collaborate with you because you're bossing up in your life and making this kind of authoritative decision about how to move on forward. But I really feel it's important I start clarifying all these cards. So what I'm going to do now is clarify with the same deck of cards. So for when I lay these out the table, I lay them all upright, but obviously they can be interpreted as reversal as well, depending on what's on the table. But I'm really getting the sense that there may have been a lot of people who are very self-centered and kind of like greedy. They may have been very jealous of the fact that you were getting with working with other people, or able to work hard on a particular situation and to have something new, and you're feeling proud and getting recognition for yourself. And then other people may have tried to kind of pull you back and to just make themselves feel better. Potentially there could have been very egotistical people amongst you who didn't necessarily have the best of intentions, who were just wanting power, who want to kind of take control of the situation or didn't want you to move on forward. Maybe very cruel people, I'm getting. And you may have thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't move forward, and carrying this particular burden. You may be feeling like, oh, well, I failed in a particular way and maybe I should retreat and not bother. And that's not necessarily the case at all. I'm really getting the sense there's been a lot of interruption by other people who haven't, and you may have been like kind of stressing about yourself, feeling like, oh, okay, well maybe it's all me, maybe it's all my fault. And it's like, no, actually, it's not. So why is the Tower here? Why is the Tower here for Taurus? Oh gosh, too many. Why is the Tower here? But that did look like the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So you maybe had the realization that you weren't going to keep on working for something where you weren't getting the rewards. And you've had this kind of epiphany that you weren't going to have that. Yeah. You've had to really persevere. You've been wounded. This Tower situation, however what happened, it kind of, it was fated, but it's left you really wounded. Yeah, potentially feeling like, you know, people do not want to work with you, or even feeling like there's just been delays, or people trying to set you back in a particular way. You've been set back, but you will eventually emotionally walk away from that particular situation. Yeah, look at that with the Wheel of Fortune. Like, it's all going to be working out in your favour. Like, you're no longer deciding to work with people who don't necessarily have the best of intentions for you, and you're realising that, okay, you may have felt rejected in a particular way, and you're kind of moving on away from that. You're gaining clarity and truth that you may have been in a toxic situation where people, colleagues, whoever, were trying to manipulate you in a particular way, keep you under their thumb, I'm getting. But with the Three of Wands in reverse, it's like there's a bit of frustration because you may have like thought, oh, I'm just going to stay wounded. Things are not necessarily going to work out for me the way that I want them to. Maybe you feel like, oh, maybe I should just give up. But these situations had all occurred so that you weren't going to just be stuck in a particular situation, so that you would have this recognition of knowing that you deserve better and emotionally leave away from things that don't serve you anymore, like abandon set situations, and move on. What else? Like walk away. Why is the Tower here? Yeah, Seven of Swords energy, reverse. Yeah, there has definitely been lies or deception, and we got that with the Five of Swords. But then the Seven of Swords is like, there's been trickery, there's been dishonesty, and like with this coming out reverse, it's like something had to be brought up, something had to be destructed to be brought to light with the Tower energy. Like somebody's had to come clean, or something has come clean. A lie has come clean. Yeah, there's been injustice to do with the situation. Maybe somebody didn't take accountability for their actions. Potentially in a family home situation, but it doesn't necessarily have to be with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. There may have been a conflict of sorts, or maybe there's been a lack of resources, or maybe you're getting the choice where you're deciding to choose happiness rather than a financial stability situation, and that the disruptance to how you feel has been a lot more kind of has been really overbearing, and it's like you're getting that kind of sense of understanding that okay, all of these things did necessarily happen to kind of show up people and their intentions towards you. After a period of time of maybe feeling very unbalanced. I'm going to take one more. I feel the need to take one more for this Tower. Yeah, it's to do with your stability. Maybe somebody tried to steal from you, and then it's coming to light. It's been very burdensome. Potentially with the Page of Cups in reverse, there's been a lot of disappointments to do with a situation. Maybe somebody... Oh, I'm getting broken dream. Wow. Maybe somebody who you thought in a work situation or a family home situation lied to you or deceived to you, and it betrayed you, was sneaky about something, and it's come to light. And now, honestly, you've had this like broken dream. And that's kept you in the indecision about how to move on forward, because you're just kind of trying to get over the shock as to why somebody has done me dirty. Somebody done me dirty like that. Like, but you're going to get to a place where you're going to overcome particular hardships and be able to move on forward and take control and see the bigger picture. But definitely there's been a sense of people haven't... treated you in the way that they have done. They've tried to manipulate you, and you're getting this recognition of knowing that people have tried to deceive you in a particular way. Wow. And this could have been really let you down, or felt like you were just so let down by these particular people because you thought that they had your back in a particular way. I'm getting, wow. Yeah, but you're leaving that behind. You're leaving all that kind of emotional sadness behind and going off after partnerships and things where it's going to be so much more equal balance. I'm getting. So, yeah, there's definitely been emotional letdown here with the Ace of Cups. Is what we don't see. Feeling relatively empty. There's been a loss of something. Okay. Yeah, it's to do with a long-term investment. Putting in a lot of time into something and it not necessarily working out. There's been a lot of time of being in limbo. You've made loads of sacrifices, and having that realization that you thought that, oh, okay, this was the right thing to do, and it's having that realization that maybe these other things that have happened in my life are for my higher good. What's the Emperor here? Why is Emperor here? For Taurus, please. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So potentially you've just been really emotionally disappointed by people, maybe had set expectations, or maybe somebody lied to you. Yeah, Three of Swords. Somebody's definitely broken your heart in a particular way. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Maybe somebody was breadcrumbing you, I'm getting. Maybe somebody was very greedy, broke your heart in the sense of, oh, you've just gone through a lot of trauma, and somebody may have betrayed you, and you're getting this sense, it's being shone on that people have betrayed you. Maybe with this Page of Pentacles in reverse, like people are very greedy, you know, maybe they said that they were going to commit to something and they didn't show up for you. I'm going to get one more for the Emperor. Empress in reverse. Wow, okay. So could be to do with the family home situation with the Four of Wands in reverse and the Empress. The Empress is Taurus Libra energy, or maybe this could be just obviously if this is you, this feeling like this may have really knocked at your confidence. I'm getting maybe feeling like you're now you're in debt, or there's could be limited resources, or feeling insecure that things are not necessarily going to move on forward. Maybe you put your trust in someone, in maybe a business partnership or a home situation or a work situation. Yeah, you will be able to move on forward out of that, but maybe receiving communication that is going to put you down and out financially with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Financial setbacks I'm getting. Or potentially there could be other people who are jealous of you or jealous of your situation, and so therefore they tried everything they could to try and tear you down, and you've now had to go through certain events where there's been truth that's been revealed, or lies have been exposed, as it were, to do with a new beginning, or you thought that you were going to get a new beginning, and this has been shone on to light, and it's trying to establish how to move on forward now. I'm going to take one more for Emperor. Yeah, people may have emotionally manipulated you, I'm getting, with the King of Cups in reverse. People were just very uncaring, maybe giving you bad advice, I'm getting. Four of Cups in reverse. You will eventually have acceptance of a particular situation and be able to move yourself forward after being let down in a particular situation. But it's like having that recognition that this may have just been a closing to a karmic cycle, I'm getting. Why is the Sun here? Why is the Sun here? I want to know about that. But you're definitely making new decisions on how to move forward in your life so that you can have a newer outlook and be more positive, regardless of all the kind of rubbish that you've been through. Why is the Sun here? Yes, look at this. Two of Cups. Beautiful. You will have the new partnerships or new love or new business partnerships, and really getting unity, connections. Yeah, you've been in hermit mode though, or you've had to take the time to heal, to contemplate, to get to this particular place, but you will eventually have the new beginning. Like, how amazing is this? We saw that you had been let down, and then the Sun's going to come out. You're going to have good new partnerships. You're going to be able to work on forward for yourself, but you need to get out of your head. You will be able to have a new fruitful investment, so don't feel like you're in lack, in poverty, as it were, and feel like you're missing out, because your thoughts will then hold yourself back from making that new investment and moving yourself forward to have this new emotional fulfillment. But you're having this kind of awakening, as it were, that you're having to go into solitude. You're having this recognition of what it is that you deserve from partnerships. And that you're not going to tolerate having anything that's imbalanced in your life anymore, or dealing with people who are just trying to kind of overwhelm you. I'm getting energy vampire for some reason, so that could resonate with someone. Why else is the Sun here? I'm going to take one more for the Sun, because you will be able to move on forward. I just saw the Chariot, so look. Okay, so we have Judgment in reverse and the Six of Cups in reverse. there's going to be shone a light on any confusion that there may have been, or any unfair blame to do with a situation. You will be able to gain independence and move yourself forward. You may have been felt very stuck. You'll maybe feel that you were stuck. Oh my God, I've just seen the Hangman. You felt very stuck for a very long time, but something's been shone a light on, that this was to full kind of help you to move on forward for your greater good. I'm getting like these particular sacrifices, you know, may have been very difficult, but they were all for the highest good for you eventually. Like, you're all working out for you in the end. You may not necessarily have thought that previously, but they all are to help you gain this particular awareness about yourself, so that you can move on forward and, you know, look at things at a brighter light and gain the confidence in yourself that you can manifest what you want, and then eventually you'll have options and searching for your purpose. And people will be competing for you if it comes for work, because you've healed yourself in a particular way, and then everything's just going to skyrocket like forward for you. Really beautiful. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to look into the Hierophant now. My general readings have taken a bit more time to do, but I just feel like it's pretty much for the whole of August, so might as well go in depth. Apart from, obviously, I'll do, you know, bonus readings for the top 3. Why is the Hierophant here for Taurus? Wow! Oh my gosh, look at this. We had the Wheel of Fortune and it came out reverse, okay? So there's this particular beliefs where you feel like you may not necessarily have any control of your life, or you can't take particular plans, or feeling very stuck. But just trust your intuition that you'll be able to move yourself forward, because you will. Yeah, just you're taking control of your thoughts. Like, you've may have felt stuck in a rut for a really long time, but you're just closing out a cycle of sorts. Things have definitely felt out of control, or maybe you had a belief that things felt out of control and you couldn't gain the confidence for yourself, but you will move on out of that. What else? You will receive closure, I'm getting. Yeah, look at this. Ace of Wands. It will turn around for you, and it landed over here. You will have a victory and success with a work situation or a new action, or I'm getting a job or what have you. But we've got the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck of what we don't see. You may have felt very insecure that you're not, or worried that you're going to have a brand new beginning. But this is just to kind of confirm to you that you will have the new beginning. Yeah, you're going to receive offers of new beginnings, and you're going to be able to move on forward beautifully, like in this new success where you're going to have equal give and take in partnerships, where people are going to want to, I'm getting apologize to you, because you are going to eventually move up the ladder, I'm getting, and it's going to allow you to prosper in the way that you want to, I'm getting. And you will be able to have these new beginnings, but there may just be a bit of a slowdown right now. There may be a bit of setbacks, but there's just a bit of working on to do. When you kind of listen to your intuition and trust yourself that you are moving forward in the right direction, I'm getting. I'm going to take one more for the Hierophant, please. These particular beliefs, you may feel like you've had these self-limiting beliefs because you persevered so hard in a particular situation. What was that? The Fool. Wasn't sure which way it came out, so I'm going to put that back. Maybe feeling like you'll be taken advantage of, but I don't feel like that's necessarily the case, because you're getting this new enlightenment, this sense of knowing, understanding that you can move on forward and taking inspired action to do so, because you've got these new set beliefs. It may take a bit of time to kind of come forward for you, but it will work out. You will receive the new contracts. I wasn't getting another card to come through for you, so people are going to be watching you, and then they're going to feel disappointed the fact that they didn't like move on forward with you, because you've left them out in the cold and started a brand new cycle for yourself. I mean, look how beautiful that is. You've let go of people, possessions that no longer serve you. You're no longer confused about what it is you want, and like having people try to manipulate you in a particular way. You've seen through all of that, and you are enabled to move on forward and go after your 10 of Cups, your emotional fulfillment, your sense of inner happiness and contentment for what it is that you want for yourself. Wow, goodness me, there's a lot here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull a card from the Soul Journey Oracle for you, just to see what kind of advice or guidance or what can we get for you for Taurus for August. Remember, this is Sun, Moon, Rising on Venus sign, so if it resonates, that's great. If it doesn't, simply not your message. What can we get for Taurus, please? Freedom, and it kind of came out sideways. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Wow. So there may have been a particular block or set beliefs that you weren't able necessarily to do that, but it kind of landed on over here. So eventually you'll see the light and the truth of a particular situation and realize that you are actually a lot more freer than you're giving yourself credit for. And then we have empathy. I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation. Now, this could be incredibly difficult, especially if people have done you wrong and then they want to come forward and apologize to you. But they're trying to see whether you will actually accept their friendship. Look at this. People may have just been envious of you. I am the same as everybody else, but with different challenges. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So these particular people may have been envious of you and they were trying to hold you back in a particular way. Maybe they saw something that you didn't and they tried to keep you in a lower vibration and keep you in anxious and prevent you from healing in a particular way because they were envious of you. But you have to see the lighter side of the situation. I'm getting to have the recognition of, actually, I don't have to forgive you for anything, and now I'm freeing myself that I deserve to have equal partnerships and people who do want to solidly work with me. And you're gaining that independence for yourself, that anything that was unfair previously is going to be coming to a close, and you'll have these new beginnings for yourself in relation to your work, what actions you're going to take in your life, your finances, your home and family situation. So it's going to look really positive. Just trust that things are kind of working out for you, because they are. And absolutely, this is amazing. So I really hope that you enjoyed the reading. If you managed to kind of hang in there for me, I greatly appreciate that you're still here. So please like, share and subscribe, leave us a comment, and we'll hopefully see you again soon in the love readings or a bonus reading. So thank you, take care, see you later, bye for now.